Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Eagles get Saquon Barkley injury scare versus Steelers. The Philadelphia Eagles are fighting for the top seed in the NFC at this time. The Eagles took on the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday evening in one of the more anticipated matchups of the season. However, Philadelphia received a bit of a scare when Saquon Barkley missed time in the first half with an apparent injury. Barkley left the game against the Steelers after taking a hit from T.J. Watt, as noted by NFL reporter James Palmer. Palmer further noted that the Eagles' star ball carrier was trying to stay loose on the sidelines. He also appeared to be flexing his knee. He eventually made his way back into the game to start the second half. To this point, Barkley has 11 carries for 49 yards, according to ESPN. However, the Eagles raced out to an emphatic 17-3 lead over the Steelers on Sunday evening. However, Pittsburgh certainly hasn't rolled over. At the time of publication, Philadelphia maintains a 20-13 lead over Pittsburgh. Barkley signed with the Eagles in NFL free agency back in March. And he has emerged as one of the best free agent signings from the spring. Entering play Sunday, Barkley has 1623 rushing yards on 266 carries while rushing for 11 touchdowns. He has played a vital role in getting the Eagles to an 11-2 record entering Week 15. Related Philadelphia Eagles news: A.J. Brown opens up on shut-up moment with Jalen Hurts. The Eagles are batting the Detroit Lions for the first seed in the NFC. At this time, the Lions are on the losing end of a 28-14 scoreline with the Buffalo Bills. Both teams have vital matchups remaining on their schedule as the regular season comes to a close. If the Eagles are to claim the first seed, Saquon Barkley is going to be a big piece in that effort. Hopefully, his injury scare on Sunday was nothing more than a precaution on Philadelphia's part. And let's hope any injury he may have suffered is minor and won't cause any long-term complications. T.J. Watt and Steelers trail Eagles 17-13 at halftime. The Pittsburgh Steelers entered their Week 15 matchup against the Philadelphia Eagles with hopes of breaking a nearly six-decade drought in Philadelphia. However, a sluggish offensive start has left the Steelers trailing 17-13 at halftime, despite two early turnovers created by T.J. Watt and the special teams unit. The Steelers' defense made its presence felt early, as T.J. Watt forced his sixth fumble of the season, recovered by Beanie Bishop at the Eagles' 45-yard line. Unfortunately, Pittsburgh's offense couldn't capitalize, with Russell Wilson taking an 11-yard sack on third down, leading to a punt. On the ensuing Eagles punt return, Steelers linebacker Mark Robinson forced another fumble, recovered by Nick Herbig at the Eagles' 11-yard line. Despite the excellent field position, the Steelers' offense stalled again, managing only a 37-yard field goal from Chris Boswell to tie the game at 3-3. The Eagles' offense found its rhythm late in the first quarter, with Jalen Hurts connecting on a 5-yard touchdown pass to A.J. Brown, capping off a drive highlighted by explosive plays from Brown and Saquon Barkley. Philadelphia extended its lead in the second quarter with Hurts finding Devonta Smith for a 2-yard touchdown after a methodical drive that showcased the Eagles' efficiency. The Steelers' offense struggled to generate momentum until capping off an 11-play drive with a 9-yard touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth, cutting the Eagles' lead to 17-10 with just over 2 minutes left in the first half. A 49-yard field goal by Boswell with under 1 minute would narrow the score to 17-13. The Steelers face a deficit but remain within striking distance if they can turn opportunities into touchdowns. As they enter the second half, Pittsburgh will need its offense to match the defense's intensity to have a chance at a comeback against the NFC's top-ranked team. The Pittsburgh Steelers have gotten everything they could have asked for and more from the quarterback position in 2024. After buying low on Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, the team hoped that a right-tail outcome from one quarterback could make the offense competent enough to complement a strong defense and return to the playoffs. Instead, both quarterbacks exceeded expectations, helping make Pittsburgh the best team in the AFC North through 14 weeks of action and opening the door for one, or both, to return in 2025. The position is still somewhat uncertain, given the pending free agencies of Wilson and Fields, but the Steelers must feel much better about their situation under center than they did a year ago. As such, the NFL draft should provide the opportunity for Pittsburgh to add to its ready-made roster at a position of need that could help support whichever quarterback may return. While due diligence is mandatory, the team is no longer particularly likely to take a passer in round 1, as it did in Fox Sports' recent mock draft. With the 27th pick, the Steelers took Miami's Cam Ward. The Steelers' success this season while rotating quarterbacks is commendable, but with both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields pending free agents, the club has little choice but to be evaluating this year's rookie crop, Rob Rang wrote. Agile, instinctive and accurate, Ward could be a fun fit should Pittsburgh decide to draft and develop a young quarterback. A Ward selection has grown increasingly unlikely for multiple reasons. Ward, a Heisman finalist who will learn his fate on December 14, has seen his stock skyrocket toward the top of the class. No longer is he the second-tier gunslinger adding intrigue to an uncertain crop of quarterbacks. He's on track to be a top 5 pick come April, far out of the Steelers' reach. But Wilson's season, 6-1-7 starts with 1,784 yards, 12 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions, has been an excellent development. His leadership meshes well with head coach Arthur Smith, his skills fit offensive coordinator Arthur Smith's scheme, and the offense has been strong enough to make the Steelers a threat, and not just a participant, in the playoffs. Nick Sirianni, I admire the heck out of Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is one of the most widely respected coaches in the NFL. Philadelphia Eagles head coach Nick Sirianni is no exception to that. During a Friday press conference, Sirianni spoke glowingly about Tomlin and the Pittsburgh Steelers, especially after watching the first 2 episodes of Hard Knocks, while he also tries to gain an edge. I got a lot of respect for Coach Tomlin and his staff and how consistent he has been throughout his entire career, Sirianni told reporters via the Eagles' X/Twitter account. It's very impressive, and that doesn't happen without good culture, good players, good coaches. It's no secret that Tomlin's Steelers have been the model of consistency throughout the years. His ability to seemingly make something out of nothing and keep players who elsewhere have been headaches in check is something lesser coaches wouldn't have been able to accomplish. Tomlin's sustained success is something that Sirianni particularly touched on. Sirianni shared his admiration while growing up of continually successful organizations like the New York Yankees, despite the hate they received from his friends. Now a head coach, Sirianni understands that winning over the long haul is hard. Anytime I've ever had a conversation with Coach Tomlin, admire the heck out of him, Sirianni said. You can see his passion for the game and how he coaches. You get to watch it on television, and then you get to see the sustained success and how his teams play football. You can tell his teams play football tough, they take care of the ball. They take the ball away, the fundamentals, the details. And so I always admire that. Sirianni has found consistent success through his first 4 years leading the Eagles. Though a far cry from Tomlin's 18 straight non-losing seasons, Sirianni has posted a winning record in his first 4 seasons and with 3 straight double-digit win campaign. Like Tomlin, Sirianni made the Super Bowl his second season, though he lost where Tomlin won. His team's 2023 collapse is a stain on his resume, something he's trying to avoid starting this weekend against Pittsburgh. While this love fest was certainly appreciated and nice to listen to, I doubt there will but much love lost between either coach on Sunday. Both teams are vying for the top spot in their respective conferences as the regular season winds to a close. And you, fan? What do you think of the situation of Nick Sirianni? Leave your opinion in the comments.